All right, now we're going to take a look at encoding with parity checksums, and we're going to use one specific strategy. So what we have is a string of 4 like we normally have, and then what we have added on is a C1, a C2, and a C3. And these are done several different ways. Sometimes there's a table that you can use, but this is pretty easy. What I'm going to do is have my number. In fact, I'm going to use example 5 to just show you the process that we're going to walk through. So I have the number 1001, and I'm going to say that the first number is my first place. My second number is my second place, third place, and fourth place. So this equates to A1, A2, A3, A4. In fact, I probably should label it that way. Let's just do it that way. We'll label it A1, A2, A1, A2, A3, and A4. All right, so those are my 4 spots. What I'm going to do is create a C1 so that I have my first, second, and third spot. So A1 plus A2 plus A3. And I'm not really adding them together. I'm just writing them out. So A1 in this case is a 1, A2 is a 0, and A3 is a 0. So that's my C1, right? And here is what it said. A1, A2, A3, A1, A2, A3, and we'll talk about being even or odd in a second. C2, I'm going to look at A1 like I did before. I'm going to skip A2, go to A3, and then A4. So that would be 1, skip the 0, and 0, 1. And finally, C3, that's going to be my second one, my third one, and my fourth one. So I'm skipping my first. So when I look at first or second, third, and fourth, that's 0, 0, 1. All right. So what happens is when I have these, I look to see how many ones I have. If it's an odd number of 1, I have to put a 1 as my number. If I have an even number like 101, I'm going to put a 0 because I don't need to change it. It's already even. And then with 001, I need that to be a 1 so that I can even that out. So these are the numbers that you're going to add to the end of this. So my code would be 1001, 101. So it took this one, this one, this one, this one, and then first, second, and third of those for my checksums. All right, let's do another one. Again, this is my first, second, third, and fourth place. So I have C1, C2, C3. And instead of writing the actual numbers, I'm going to or writing the letters that it represents, I'm just going to go ahead and go into the thing. So C1 is 1, 2, 3, so 0, 0, 1. C2 is 1, 3, 4, so 0, 1, 1. And C3 is 2, 3, 4, so 0, 1, 1. Then I look to see if I have an even number. The first one I do not, so I have to put a 1 there. C2 I have an even number, so I'm going to leave it as 0. C3 I have an even number, I leave that as 0. So therefore, my number, I go back to my original, so 0, 1, 1. Oops, sorry, that's not my original. My original is 0, 0, 1, 1. And then on the tail end of that, I put 1, 0, 0. So there's my encoding using the parity checksums. Okay. So on this, you're going to go ahead and do the monitoring progress for the number 1010.